Alright, today we are making a collagraph. And so there's a couple supplies you're going to need that were at the beginning of the video, but I just wanted to go over it again. You only need like one cardboard thing, but I wanted to just give a couple different examples of where you could find those. So this is just a Kleenex box, cereal, the back of like a lasagna, fish sticks. You could take out, if you have like fruit roll-ups or granola bars, like those all come in this like cardboard chip material. And so these are perfect to use. You could use real thick cardboard, but it's going to be harder to cut. You'll need some type of glue, either stick or regular glue, and scissors. Alright, so I'm going to use this, and right now it is a box here, but I'm just going to separate it. So I'm just going to separate all of these folds in the cardboard. I'm just going to cut those off. I'm going to save all the pieces just so I have enough cardboard to work with. And what we're making is a collagraph. A collagraph is a type of printmaking where you're collaging layers onto a surface, creating a relief. This is an additive process. That means we're adding layers. We're not etching into it. We can't take away the cardboard. We're just going to start with our base. Speaking of a base, you're going to want to pick one of your bigger pieces to be your base. I picked one, but I decided I wanted it to be a little bit smaller, so I cut it to the size that I wanted to use. You can pick your own subject matter today, but I would suggest picking one of the three main subject matters. So either a portrait, like a face, a landscape, like a seascape, cityscape, desert, or abstract, so putting shapes into an interesting design. I'm going to do a portrait today. So you can just freestyle cut out shapes, or you can draw it out. So I drew the circle of my head before cutting it out so I can make sure it was the size I wanted. So I'm just going to continue cutting out the shapes that I need to build my portrait. I would not overlap on your base, but then you're going to want to layer your pieces up. I would say to about 3 or 4 layers. So as I cut out my pieces, I'm just setting them where I want them so I can see what else I need to add and where I need to add it. With my eyes, I did about 3 layers. So I have the layer of my head, and then the layer with the whole eye, and then the layer with the pupil. So those cardboards can get kind of stacked up there. So I have all my pieces, so I'm pulling out my glue. Glue bottle, glue stick, doesn't matter if you're using a glue bottle. Remember, dot, dot, not a lot. So I'm just putting those in the 4 corners. I started with the base, so I took everything else off and started gluing the base. You could also do a skinny line around the whole thing on something like a circle or a skinny piece. Okay, a couple skinny line or dot, dot. Congratulations on completing a collagraph, an example of a relief.